Oh, boy. Hi. How you doing? Great fun is being had. We haven't seen Cody in a while.
So. It's been a few weeks.
Year.
That's
true. Radio guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dad joke out of the gate, and it wasn't even one of the dads who made it.
How to get out of my system.
What the hell? Happy New Year. Happy 2023. It's great to see you smiling faces. Steven. Since Steven was first, Steven gets on screen. Good evening to the best
What an
team.
honor for Steven.
How about that? Yeah, Steven, your life is going to change.
Everything's the wine will taste sweeter. Life's going to be better.
Sex will last longer.
Yeah.
Oh.
Upwards of tens of seconds.
That's right. Great to see you, Deborah. Christina, always nice to see you. Noel, happy Friday. Julie. Hey, guys. And Cody. Yay.
Yes, Cody is with us.
Hey, in case you couldn't see me.
Well, just scooch up a little bit so you don't get all that blue light on you.
Okay.
He's still, after all
just
this time.
Just because we're not wearing pants, he won't scoot up.
He's just afraid that we're going to touch him and do weird things to him. And, of course, we are. Because now there's no reprisal. Of course, there's no reprisal in that building either. Human resources, that doesn't exist.
That's my biggest regret so far. Cody's been with us, that we never got him with Blake yet. Because Blake loves hugging and kissing on guys that are uncomfortable with that.
What?
Very true.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. That's true. Hello, Marianne. Good to see you. Good to see you. So we've got a couple of Facebooks, a couple of YouTubes. Hey, this is because we have a Twitch account, and that's my daughter was like, you got to just go out there. Maybe you get somebody new. And of course, that's mostly, there is a chatting and this kind of stuff, but it's mostly a gaming community. So just in case anybody pops on Twitch at any point, I feel like we owe them something. Cody, are the kids still playing Halo? Is that still a thing?
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What about Farmville?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
What about Call of Duty? Is that still hot?
Oh, yeah. I got Call of Duty for Christmas. Boom! Yes.
Which one? What's the what? It's
iteration? An old one. It's World War II. It's an old one.
Well, I used to have. It wasn't Call of Duty, I don't think, but
Call of Duty free
back in the
from the cruises.
Okay, back in the day, I think it was on PlayStation 2. There was some kind of Medal of Honor.
Oh yeah, good one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to love that game. Right there. So now
I absolutely have no idea about the last 2 minutes of what y'all just talked about.
See, that was
video games.
Anybody who watches Twitch, see that? What about Space Invaders, Chris? You like Space Invaders?
All over Space Invaders.
What was in the day, back in the day, 80s, when you played video games? What was your game? What was the one that you could kill?
Well, I wasn't great at any of them because my mom back then, in a totally safe thing, would drop us off at a dark arcade and give
Aladdin's Castle.
Yes, and give me $2 worth of quarters and say, "I'll be back in 5 hours." And, then you're roaming around there with a bunch of guys in their 30s and 40s.
You want to talk about the ultimate place for a pervert to hang out.
I'm look back like, oh, my God, because in about 4 minutes, I'd be like, well, I'm out of quarters.
Yeah. Well, especially, if you played the Disney game, the big expensive one that they made.
Tron was big for me.
Wreck-It Ralph? Did they have Wreck-It Ralph?
This was the 80s.
Oh, okay.
I was a Defender guy. I loved Defender. I could never get great at it, but I loved Defender.
That was my thing. I enjoyed Defender, and I just couldn't master it. Centipede was the one. Centipede I could kill.
And when I got, I was pretty good at Centipede, but when I got the Atari 2600 and got Defender, I thought the world was going to end. Like, this is the greatest thing ever. And it was like, pull back, and it's hyperspace. But to go down, you have to pull back just not as much.
Well, and here's
a joystick.
Yeah.
Yes, but here's the thing about Atari. Here's the thing about Atari 2600 that I love. They had their version of Defender, their version of Pac-Man, and they all sucked. They looked bad. They were all blocky. It wasn't anything as good as the real version. But you still, it was the only way you could play those games in your home at that time. And now it's all you can play any of those games anytime you want.
Centipede though was the name of an actual game.
Oh, you've never seen Centipede?
No, that was.
And then
who goes to the store? Yeah, I'm looking for Centipede, the video game.
Centipede was like a better version of Frogger.
I remember Frogger.
Okay. Well, I wish I had known we were going to talk about this. I would have gotten a screenshot so you could see what it looks like. But Centipede, it's like it comes down at you in pieces, and you had to fire.
Oh, the Snake game?
Yeah,
and
kind of like Snake.
Also a great Reby Jackson song.
Yes. Wow. All right. Well, you older folks ought to be having a great time tonight.
Anybody all the people put the newspaper down and set back for a really rocking show tonight.
Enjoy a 45-year-old conversation about video games. Let's catch up on hellos here. Deborah says, hello, Cody. Long time no see.
Hey.
Let me back up. Cindy was very sweet here over on Facebook. So wonderful to see you all together. Yeah, isn't it? It's always nice when you like somebody enough after you're not really working together anymore that you still want to hang out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And do this. And Cody's very kind to take his time. He's not getting paid anything to do this. Neither are we. Unless you chip in.
Yes, and get friends to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Let's see. Christina says hi. Marianne's having a white Russian.
Nice.
Oh, wait a minute. That's not standard, though. Vodka, homemade Kahlua. Homemade Kahlua. I didn't know that was a thing you could do. Gingerbread liqueur and a splash of milk.
That sounds delicious.
Interesting. Amy, happy Friday, happy New Year from Indiana. Hello, Don. Good to see you. We missed you too. Alicia, happy to catch us live. Awesome. It's great to see you guys, and we really appreciate you being here. So, Cody, we haven't seen you since last year. Christmas, what was the best Christmas gift you got?
Oh, let's see.
What'd you get?
I got a bunch of things. I got a new flashlight. That was cool.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I brought it with me, actually. See, look at boom. It's really bright.
It's
Really
too bad they
bright.
can't put one of those on a phone.
That kind of terrified me because anytime I see somebody break out a light like that, I assume I'm under arrest.
No, you're
That's the only
fine.
time I've ever seen a flashlight.
Are you
like that
opening
in
up
my
a detective agency now?
No.
Oh, sure.
No,
Get a phone.
Emily got me a new microphone. That,
what kind?
You know, a little foreshadowing there, but a Rode.
Oh, she got you the road?
Rode, yeah.
The podcaster?
Yes.
Okay,
Nice.
let me just tell you. Here's how to have some fun. Go around the house with it, even though it's not plugged up, and talk into it all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Like, Emily, I'm going to go to the kitchen and get a beer. Do you want anything?
And see what she does.
And just see
I'm
how
gonna
long-
record her doing that.
See how long before she's like, hey, get that away from
Yes,
me.
yes.
It's
I am
not on.
throwing that in the garbage. I'm sorry I ever bought that for you.
Like, Emily to the main stage. Emily to the main stage.
Yes.
Yeah, she'll love that. Let's see. Phyllis, happy weekend. Missy, happy New Year. Great to see you. What did everybody do for New Year's? Anybody have an exciting New Year? Did anybody go out and really tear it apart? We didn't do. What did you do for New Year's?
Nothing. I watched Miley and Dolly.
That's pretty good, though. Ow.
So
You are on your way to married life because that's the perfect thing to do. Be safe, stay inside, save a bunch of money.
Yeah. Did you do any drinking?
had champagne for the first time. I didn't know how to open it.
Champagne's
okay.
just ginger ale that knows somebody.
Except ginger
I
ale.
love that.
Ginger ale tastes better. You've never had champagne
I had
before.
never had champagne before.
How old are you? 26?
28.
28.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, I get it. If you have no interest in it, then what'd you think of it?
It's interesting to open, and it tastes like sparkling cider.
What kind was it?
I don't know. It was gold.
I assume Emily bought this.
Yes.
Okay. I just wonder because sometimes they have some that are like sweeter and then they have a more dry with like a brute. I don't like champagne. I am not a fan. And I'm not a wine drinker either. But if I'm going to drink something like that, and Katie knows me, she's sweet because she loves champagne. She likes good champagne. But she got some Asti, like Asti Spumante, which is much sweeter. And we put that bottle to bed.
Our friend Chris Turner has IV bags of champagne. Like he gets up in the morning and just has it hooked in. He loves champagne.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not a fan. Let's see what you guys did. Noel managed to stay up to midnight. Oh, was it the last show that you talked about? Yeah, you've already talked about this, so I think we can hit it again. If you haven't seen the show that went up a couple days ago, tell me, how did you work out your New Year's?
Well, the girls wanted to stay up and watch TV and all the stuff, and I'm just like, why do we care? I mean, it's like, watch the ball drop, and I'm like, not going to do it. And I explained to them, because Lily made the comment like, one day we should go up there where the ball drops. And I'm like, just so you know, because we've done a show on this before, the people you see packed down there are herded around like for 8, 9, 10 hours packed in. You can't go to the bathroom. Most are wearing diapers. And that's not a joke.
It's true.
Because all the stores closed their bathrooms to the public. Because if you left to go to the bathroom, you couldn't get back to your spot anyway. Yeah. So you are stuck there for 10 hours. And I mean, as enticing as wearing a diaper sounds,
It's been my dream for a long
it
time.
doesn't sound like something I want to do. So anyhow, they were. I was being a big naysayer all night, and I think they were getting tired of me. And I finally just said, you know what, I'm going to go to bed. And they were like, but we want to watch ringing the New Year with you. And I said, I tell you what,
like you're doing them a favor.
why don't you all come wake me up about 11:45, and then we'll watch it together. And they were like, sounds good. And they woke me up at 11:45. At about 12:15, I was back in bed.
Wow.
Have you gotten your first Social Security check yet?
Not yet.
Because God, you sound like you're 70. But it's a great plan.
It worked out perfectly.
I love it.
Couldn't have been more pleased.
And Noel managed to step to him. Oh, here we go, Marianne. Tell Cody to check his Instagram DM. I sent him a link from here for Centipede.
Ah.
Okay.
Actually, check it. I want to see your
Okay,
reaction
all
to it.
right,
So you
all right,
look that
all
up
right,
real quick.
all right.
Janet's still getting.
I'm just betting this ends with all of us angry.
Oh, yeah, of course. Ooh. Alicia went to the casino in Kentucky.
Did you win anything?
Yeah.
They have a casino in Kentucky?
Yeah, you know that?
No.
The
Yeah.
Kentucky Casino.
Oh.
It is, I think it's,
that's not what it's called.
I think it's fairly new, I think. Break even, lose, win, just had fun. Be curious to see how that played out.
Okay.
All right.
YouTube.
All right, so we'll let this out. I'm just very
There's
curious
an
to see what
ad.
his reaction is to this, because this game was bomb.
It looks very pixelated from the thumbnail I
It
saw.
might just be the way the game looks.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not like it has great. Well, you'll see.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, that's it.
There's no sound to it?
Yeah,
Oh, there
is.
it goes.
So your job, you're down there, and you got those are mushrooms. You have to kill the mushroom, move the mushrooms, you get points for that. And you try to kill.
That's the centipede?
Yeah, you got to break. You
That
gotta,
little green
And every
thing?
time you shoot it, it breaks up into pieces.
Why does it do that?
Well, because it makes it more challenging. And then you got that's a spider. You shoot the spider. You
What's
get
the
more stuff.
object? What's the objective?
Destroy all the centipede, and then it'll start a new thing. And then scorpions start coming across there, and you get more points for those. Here, let me say it real quick.
You're not. It doesn't.
You can
it's not
play
like
these
you can't
games where
play
you
it.
got 40 different like guns and ammo, but you can't follow a centipede.
If you've never seen it,
It's not that hard.
Well, I bet it gets hard. I bet it gets difficult.
that's what. Well, never mind.
Oh God.
Never mind.
Okay.
You want to talk about your toys that you got for Christmas? No.
No.
Our pre-show conversation.
Okay.
Let's see what else. Thank you, Marianne. We appreciate that very much.
I don't know why you're talking about toys made me think of this,
Oh God.
and you and your flashlight. Rachel and Lily love cozy. That's their favorite word, and it's my nemesis.
Cozy.
And their favorite thing is, the lights aren't cozy, and they dim them down to where I'm blind and I can't see. And so they were like, is there anything you want for Christmas you haven't got? And I'm like, yeah, a miner's hat with one of those lights so that I can see when I'm eating and I'm doing stuff because they got the lights.
Solid.
So anyway.
Let's see. Jimmy's called The Mint in Williamsburg, Kentucky. Alicia switched over to YouTube. Awesome. So it's officially a gaming hall, and I broke even.
Oh, good for you.
Tina loved that game. Oh, this is cool. Let me back up. Where'd I go? I'm not sure who this is. TNOC Vol. We had an arcade-sized Tron growing up.
Oh, that was
awesome.
I loved that game, but I never lasted more than the motorcycles.
Yeah, no, I was terrible at Tron.
And I know you do the question mark on the motorcycles, but it was a 50-50 every time. And then if I made it past that, then it was seconds. That game was over for me.
Anybody remember the game Gorf?
I don't know.
Is that
Tron.
Gorf on Golf with Tim Conway?
It starts out and you hear a voice go, something, something, Space Cadet. And then you had to go through several, but it was like different games all in the same. Like you had one level was like Galaga, and then there were other levels that were other things, but it was all space related. Oh God, that was fun. I'll give you $1 if you remember that game and can give me proof that you remember it without looking it up. So before the show tonight, Kris and I were upstairs watching Fall Guy.
That's true.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but it's now available on Amazon Prime, right?
It turns out that the acting's not top notch the way I remember it at 9 years old.
We were watching it. It was like, this is terrible, but it's so fun. If you've never seen that show, this was Lee Major's, I think, follow-up to $6 Million Man.
Yes, it was. They talked him out of retirement, basically, to come do it.
Yeah.
Same producers.
And if you've never seen it, well, it's Tennessee Vol. Yeah, I mean, but what's the O, though? I mean, T and Vol, I get, but you threw an O in the middle, so I don't know what that means. You're acting like I don't know what I'm talking about. What the hell's the O doing there? Well, because I didn't know what TNOCVOL was.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just curious what the C
Oh, I thought it said
or what the O
taco.
is for. Do you know what the O is for?
Oh?
Yeah.
Orange, mate? I don't know.
Is that
Oh
it?
my God, my feelings are hurts. What that stands for if you're a Vol fan, right? Is that how that goes, Cody?
Finished skin in college football. All right. So anyway, we're watching the Fall Guy, and we were just enjoying not only the bad storyline, but the bad acting.
Oh, it's
but I'll
just
tell you what
terrible.
holds up: Heather Thomas and Marky Post.
Yes. As a young man, I remember them vividly.
Got some very strong flashbacks to
I don't know
preteen
these
role.
names, but
You should.
Yeah,
They don't teach you anything in history class?
no.
probably not that. So what? I'm sorry, we got off track. What other toys did you get? What was the thing you got that you really liked? So you get the
I
microphone.
really like the
flashlight?
microphone so far. It's been amazing. And
Nice.
then I can't remember. There's been, I got a bunch of clothes, some new pants. I'm actually wearing them.
Pants?
Yeah, some new pants. Some nice. You don't have to touch
Take
it. It's
those
not
off
a
so we
touch
can
and
show
tell
everybody.
over here. God.
Take them off. Let's get those off so you can show everybody.
They're very soft. Very soft.
Well, we would
So-
show you the pants, but Cody's being all prudish.
I got new wallets.
Wow.
Which
Nice.
I like. Yeah.
Which I like.
Yeah. Yeah. I really do.
That sounded like fear almost.
It's a bifold instead of a trifold.
Are you still? You're seriously carrying a wallet that folds still?
What do you mean a wallet? Yes, I'm carrying a wallet that folds.
You like carry it around your back pocket?
No, my front
Okay.
pocket. It's got an owl on it. That's why I liked it.
It's got an
owl?
owl.
Yeah, I love owls.
I mean, this
Why
is so
do you
much
need-
easier.
What is that?
It's my wallet.
But why do you
Does
need
it
an
not?
owl?
It doesn't fold.
No, God, no.
Dude, the days of wallets are coming to an end
They're-
because everything you need
what?
can be on your phone.
I thought they were already over because, God, 15 years ago, my physical therapist said you need to stop carrying a wallet, and if you do, she recommended this kind of wallet in your front pocket, so you're not. And you said the front pocket thing is good, but
Yeah.
I certainly didn't think anybody your age was carrying wallets.
Yeah, the more that we get to these phones with cash apps and everything, before long you're not going to need your wallet.
Interesting. Oh, 10 OC ball. I
Gotcha.
was supposed to figure that out. Got it. Thank you, buddy.
That was a great band. That's 10cc, right?
The 10cc.
Yeah.
I'm not in love. Well, the biggest story for us this week, and we have to say a thank you.
Unreal.
We did a story a couple of shows ago on our YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And in it, we shared a piece, what we could of a story in the country music world.
That'll come out at some point,
and
probably this year.
You know, it's everybody was saying, "Why didn't you? Who is it? Say who it is." And we very plainly stated in the video, and you can go back and watch it. We weren't going to do that because it's not our place to do that. But it blew up in a big way, and it really started on TikTok.
Yeah, 2.5 million views.
Woohoo! We gained.
Unreal.
I think by the time this night's over, we'll be up to probably 10,000 followers. We went from 700 TikTok followers in 2 days to about 9,800 now.
Yeah,
it's insane.
And when we threw that up on TikTok, I was thinking, nobody's going to see it.
Well, it was a teaser just to get people. Maybe somebody would come over and watch it on YouTube. Boy, did that work. We gained about 200 subscribers on YouTube. Now, the problem is, I mean, how do you can't make every show have that kind of tea, but
you know, you didn't expect it. And that's the reason why I guess it got the views, because it was an unexpected story. And if you don't know what we're talking about, go back and watch that show. But speaking of that, the amount of, I got 2 points I want to make on this.
Yeah.
First of all, I forget, like on TikTok especially, I can't even count for the other pages, but thousands of comments. And I would say thousands of times I saw the words, confirmed, so-and-so. Oh, no, it's confirmed this person's doing it. Oh, I know for a fact it's this person. And none of them were right. They're all over the place. But I mean, and especially some of them that we know very, very well. And they were calling into question their sexuality or something. And they'd be like, it's confirmed. And I'm like, I know the person. That's not true, you know? And it's...
Well, it was funny to me because a couple of people, you know, and you're going to get negative comments in this, obviously. You're going to say, I can't believe it was not your place to out this person. So we didn't out anybody.
Yeah.
We didn't say who it was. We didn't give any kind of clue of who it was. We just said what we felt we could say. And then from there, you know, everything will happen as it is. And Noel, total clickbait. Well, it wasn't necessarily clickbait because, I mean, this is not a fake story. It's a real story. It's just all we can say.
Yeah, and that's what we said all along. But what I love, too, going along with the part of the people getting mad in the comments or whatever and saying stuff, the amount of people that I know that were reaching out suddenly. But, I mean, most of them I talked to, you know, all the time, it was not a big deal. They didn't even ask. But the ones I haven't talked to in years, that basically since we moved, haven't spoken to, nothing. Just, hey, man, what's up?
What's going on?
Hey, by the way, who is that you're talking about? And it's like, why would I tell you?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's people are funny. Noel, let's see him.
Well, it just reminds me, there's always somebody that we've worked for 30 years. We've seen these people that they won't talk to you, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you got a job where you can be of use to us.
Well, it's a very...
Oh, it's time to buddy up to that person.
It's a whorish industry for sure.
Yeah.
Noel, did you get any flack from industry people? There's no flack. No, I don't.
No, and we don't work for them, so.
I mean,
but no, I mean, I think one person said in the industry that we like and respect sent a text and said, by the way, they mentioned to let me know they know who the person is, and they said, you handled that perfectly. You know, you got the story out there, but you didn't cause anybody any harm.
Yeah, which is never what we want to do.
Yeah.
But anyway, we appreciate any of you who checked that out. If you have not seen the show, it's a couple of shows back on our page here. I think
actually the only way to see it is to go back and watch every show in its entirety.
Gotta unlock it like a game.
That is the Big Boss show for sure. I think in 2 days it had like 11,000 views or something, which is big for us. But anyway, and then we're also, you know, we've talked a lot about subscribers. Now it's important to us. Obviously, the more subscribers we get, the more views we get. And that means we can start making a little money because it would be nice to get paid. Just ask our wives.
Yeah.
When are you guys going to get jobs? This is a job. But we surpassed the 2,000. I think we've actually passed the 2,100 mark of subscribers as of today.
Woohoo.
So that's really cool. We're very excited about that. Even my youngest daughter, who has been doing this kind of stuff as a living for a while, she's like, man, that's crazy. You guys get monetized so fast. That's awesome. But here's the thing. Everybody thinks, oh, you get monetized on YouTube. Suddenly you're just making a bunch of money.
Not yet.
No. It takes some time. It takes time. So anyway, if you haven't, we really appreciate any subscriptions, any shares, any likes on our page here on YouTube. And then let me go back here. Dawn, I tried to get on YouTube, but it won't let me.
You banned from YouTube?
Now, my question for you, Dawn, a couple of questions, I guess. Do you have you already done an account with YouTube? Do you have like a Gmail, or have you signed up for YouTube with your email? You do have to sign up. It's free. to sign up, and it's free to subscribe to our page. So if you haven't done those things, you might not be able to do what you want to do. You certainly can't sign in without an account. So super easy to do one though. Just if you need help with that, we need to just do a video to show people how to do that. Now that I know more,
we'll get Cody to be the guinea pig on that.
Yeah, well, now we can just see. Look, now I'm learning stuff, man. I can do picture-in-picture now and bring it up on a different screen.
Oh.
I'm learning, man. It's exciting. Hey, Steve, how you doing, buddy? I know I'll unlock it like in Glass Onion. Yeah, there you go.
That was great, by the way. I like Glass Onion.
It was. Have you seen it yet?
I have not watched it yet. I will. Well, we were wrapping up White Lotus. I won't talk more about that because we're going to talk about that in the show that we're dropping Sunday night. I do want to ask, and because we talk about this show too, but we talk about it blindly because we haven't seen it. Has anybody watched any of Kaleidoscope on Netflix? It's like the most watched show this week.
Started it yesterday.
Okay.
And what's his name? Esposito is in it.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Yes, he's in it, and he's good. But he was the only memorable thing out of the first episode.
That's what I've been hearing.
I've only watched one episode.
Are you watching it any I guess I read that there are 40,000 different ways to watch this show.
What?
I would just think on TV.
Well, you don't have to watch it in order, right?
I did not know that. I just thought it was a show.
The reason the hook of this show is you can watch them in any order, and I guess they're all named after a color in the kaleidoscope: pink, green, blue.
Okay.
And they said you can watch it in any order, and it will just change little things about what you see about characters in the way that's done. But that's kind of the hook, the little thing they're doing.
Well, I'm gonna watch it in reverse now.
You can do that. You can watch it in any. But anyway, but because of I don't know how many episodes there are or how many colors, but the combination mathematically is there are 40,000 different ways you can watch the show.
Well, I can promise you, I won't watch it.
You're not gonna watch it? You're not even try it?
I don't know. I have to look.
Let's see here. Leslie, how you doing? Better late than never. Hey, we're just glad to see you. Carolyn, happy New Year. Good to see Cody. Good to see the gang again. We love that. A little snow in New Hampshire. Ooh. TK1 James in the house. Good to see you, man. Really appreciate you guys watching. Yes.
Did I name drop on the previous show? I can't remember. Sitting next to the guy from America
American Pickers.
Yeah, American Pickers.
I don't think so.
Yeah, Rach and I were in Nashville, Wild Ginger, one of our favorite restaurants there, and
so good.
This guy come in, and in Nashville, you always look at people like, do I know this person? And I'm not remembering who they are, and now they're going to be offended. And it's like you're worried that it's somebody you got to do business with or something. So I'm trying not to stare at him, but I'm like, God, I know this guy. Then he comes in and sits down like across from me, but like as close as Tony is right now. So the whole lunch, I'm like, I know this guy. Gosh, I know this guy. But it was the guy from American Pickers. When I left, it was like, I know who that was.
And what is that about again?
My mom loves that show. It was two guys. Now it's just this guy. And he goes into people's houses supposedly, and
with their permission, or just
okay. He shows up and says that randomly they pull up to someone's house that happens to be mic'd and the lighting's perfect, and they're on the inside of the door when they get there, and they go in and just go like, hey, can we look at your barn? And then they go out in their barn and go, oh, look, there's a hood of a car. I'll give you $50 for it. And they're like, what? I don't know. I want $100 for that, or I'm not letting that hood out of this car or out of this barn. And then they buy the hood, and they take it back to their store in Nashville and sell it.
And people watch
Have you never watched American Pickers?
God, it sounds awful.
It's great. It's great.
Way better than American Nose Pickers. That show only lasted one season.
Okay.
I don't care for shows like that. I have no interest in that stuff.
Well, it's just since we know they're so staged, it's tough. My mom even said, I said, hey, I saw that guy you liked today at the restaurant. And she's like, oh, I don't watch it anymore since you told me it was staged. My mom's very bitter.
Tracy with a little wave. Thank you, Tracy.
I don't know how she did that, but thank you.
It's pretty cool.
With her hand, obviously.
Tracy, we were discussing a possibility of another Tony and Kris country cruise. You need to come if we do it.
Got to make plans. Make plans for this thing that we haven't even really done anything.
We haven't done any of the legwork on yet.
But you should definitely make plans. Hey, Tammy, how you doing? We miss you too. Glad you're here. Thank you. Hey, that's the beauty of this world we're in now. We can stay connected through all these social media accounts and our YouTube.
I don't know what's happened, but in the past few weeks, so many people from San Diego have found us. And they're all started like, hey, thank God I found you. I haven't heard you guys since you left San Diego. And it's like, good God.
Yeah. Well, it's funny, and we get this, when you leave a gig in the entertainment business.
Before social media.
Once if you left in radio or television, really, either way, then you're just gone. It's like, one day you're not there anymore and nobody knows. Katie tells a story. She grew up in the San Francisco Bay Area, as you did.
Mm-hmm.
And although she makes fun of where you grew up, she says you don't count.
Fine. It's a whole other conversation.
I don't know.
Anyway,
you.
I don't know what that means. But anyway, there was some station she listened to, and there was it was like 3 people, and the girl on the show, I guess, or maybe one of the guys, I don't know, one of them. One day they were there, the next day they weren't. And I don't know why this happens in radio, but no radio station will ever let anybody address anything. It's like, don't be honest with the audience. Don't tell them anything.
Well, I mean, heck, they lied. A lot of people we know lie to the audience over stuff they don't have to lie about.
It's crazy.
Oh, I've got COVID. Don't tell them you've got COVID.
So anyway, so it's weird. So, now it's great because, we disappeared, obviously, and we weren't there, the next day, but we were able to stay connected and hopefully, let people know. But now
Because
it's
of
funny,
social media.
But going back to San Diego days, because you got to go back to, mid 2000s, obviously social media was a thing, but it wasn't nearly the thing it is now. And so to have these people finding us and saying, oh my God.
When we were syndicated, we were back on the station out there briefly at night, but I don't know if that's where, I don't know why we. Well, I guess you're right. There was no social media really back then.
Well, and also people go on with their lives. I mean,
Yeah.
People in our position, you would love to believe that I'll never forget you. I will carry this torch and this flag, and people all feel that way for a few weeks.
Well, that's the reason why we said in the first live we did, we're like, because some people were like, let's do a protest. We're like, first of all, we don't want to go back to work there.
No, exactly. I'm not
But
trying to get
second
that
of
job
all-
back. Jeez.
Heck, even another station was interested, and we're like, we're not even sure we want to do that, but we'll listen.
Let's see. Noelle says just do an escape to St. John instead. Well, you are a lover of that area. That would be amazing.
And we happen to know someone that's can't get into it too much that's buying a golf course down there, so it could happen.
Nikki, this is funny. So this young lady, Chicken Freckle, says hi. We've never met, but we've been friends on social media like Twitter and Instagram forever. And now she watches our shows.
Oh,
and
good.
It's very sweet.
Thank you.
Good to see you, Nikki. Steve, 619, I'll be going back in July for the celebration of life for my mom and aunt.
Oh,
Well, I'm sorry that that's what's taking you back, but boy, what a great place to go back to. TK1 James, cruise sounds awesome, doesn't it? Dude, I'm just telling you, talk to people who have gone on these cruises. And depending on which one you went on, you may have seen a different...
Brett Young comes to mind. Tracy Lawrence, Mark Chestnut.
Joe Nichols.
Oh, yeah. Pat Green.
Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. Phil Vassar. I don't even remember everybody that's come on these things with us before. Jody Messina. I should remember.
What?
That one's a little fuzzy
Yeah,
because that's the one.
that night got away from us. We won't get into that right now. Maybe that's a show for another time.
Well, now I'm interested.
Can I give the nutshell version? I'll just say this. We started the day in his cabin. We'll have a couple of drinks. And then the next thing you know, he's asleep and I can barely stand up, but we've got to go introduce Jody Messina.
It was bad.
And from there, it got pretty funny and pretty awesome.
That needs to be a hangover movie or something.
It was up there.
We got the stories, I'm telling you, and it was amazing. Okay. We got to remember to tell that story.
Yeah, we should just do a cruise special. We'll put a background behind us that looks like we're on a cruise ship and just tell cruise stories.
How many cruises have you been on? I thought it was just one.
I think we did 9 or 10 of them.
We did a bunch.
Yeah, one a year.
Yeah. We started them when we were on the air in San Diego, and then when we were syndicated, we did it again for several more times and met some of the greatest people from all over the country.
Cool.
And then we would have regulars come back for the cruise. It was pretty great.
Our friend Eric, I've got a video of him we'll throw up on that one describing something that happened to us in port. Oh, Kix Brooks.
Was he on one?
He was in the port. He performed in the port because he couldn't go on the cruise.
Right. That's right. Sarah Evans, was that the same one? Because didn't she perform on a stage on a beach for us? Or she was performing for somebody else?
Yeah, that wasn't a cruise. We were brought for the party.
That was the Bahamas thing we did.
Yeah, we were just taken for the party.
Talking about love, not to rub it in anybody's face, but it was great. On a Wednesday, one of our friends calls and says, hey, you guys want to go to Nassau this weekend? I'm like, okay. Free trip to the Bahamas. Like 2 days later, we turn it around and go down there and stay at Atlantis for free.
And Sarah Evans was down there performing.
Yeah. That was a pretty good show.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
I got a flashlight for Christmas.
I like turtles.
I mean, I don't know what to say after all that.
Steve, let's see. What do you got? See what you got to say here, Steve. Radio stations suck out there now. Miss you guys when you were there passing out KSON hats. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, radio's changed.
Different. Like John and Tammy are great out there.
We love them. Yeah, we love them a lot. But yeah, radio's different. And sadly, there are so few companies that really care enough to put what needs to be put into it to make it great. And that's why, really, to our benefit now, people are coming to other places like YouTube to get content and entertainment, which is great for us.
Yeah, it really is scary. Like the comment, like I was saying, was made about radio's kind of becoming the new newspaper. And it's scary to think about, but it's true. Because I was getting my hair done a few weeks ago, and the lady's 32, 31, cutting my hair, went to school here. So it's been here for over a decade. And she's like, yeah, I couldn't tell you any of the radio stations in town because I listen to Spotify and I listen to this and this and this. And I'm like, wow, it's just scary.
When we were on the radio, I didn't listen to the radio.
It's true.
I mean,
But have you heard us? I wouldn't listen either.
No, not to us.
Oh.
God, no kidding. Interesting, Noel. I love this. Random, had the movie Minority Report on today while working. It's on Netflix. It's crazy how much the technology in that now exists. The movie's 20 years old, set 50 years in the future. Rewatch.
Yeah, if you go back to look at the old Star Treks, they had the flip phone before that happened. They had a fax machine before that happened. They had the beaming aboard before that happened.
It's crazy.
That hasn't happened yet.
I didn't realize, I just don't keep up with what year stuff came out. But when I saw Almost Famous, which is one of my favorite movies, and he shows up in L.A. or wherever they are, San Francisco, and he says, "Oh, it's a Mojo," and it sends pages over the phone, so it's a fax machine. And this is 1971, 72. I had no idea that they existed at that time.
Going back to Minority Report, that whole thing where he throws the stuff into this. Now you can get multiple screens and move stuff over and stuff. So I see that.
Well, and being tracked, walking into the Gap and being called by name. I mean, we're this close to that.
It's already. I mean, not calling us by name, but I mean, Rach and I referenced something the other day, and I mean, it was something we've never said, wouldn't say again, and within 10 minutes, it was coming up in ads on my phone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, man.
It's pretty wild. Oh, okay, there's Tracy. Jared Neiman played in Miami the night before the cruise. She said, you took us on the party bus to see him. Oh,
that's right, because remember we got our picture with our pants down with Jared Neiman.
I've got that picture on my phone. See, it's hard when you don't know what you're going to talk about. I could have been prepped to throw that picture up. I'm sorry, I can't do that. Yeah, Mojo, it only takes 19 minutes a page. Can you imagine waiting 19 minutes for a page?
A web page?
Well, sending a fax, because that's the line from Almost Famous. He goes, it sends pages over the phone. It only takes 19 minutes a page. That's a good thing.
Oh, my gosh. I would be
furious.
Right now, if you get one in your Wi-Fi, it's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And I mean, and we're, Generation X, so we've been around for a lot of new technology. I mean, dial-up internet. No, nobody get on the phone. And then, but trying to download just a picture of anything in 1995 or 96, like start the download, go have dinner, come back, maybe the picture's done. Maybe. And so now,
it was tough to watch adult sites.
Oh, forget about it.
I'm going to come back tomorrow and really enjoy this picture.
And you got to make it count because you can't flip through a bunch of stuff. You got to pick a picture you really think you're going to like. So I only have time for this one.
Oh, no.
Got no time to flip around. Now it's like, come on. Well, I mean, not to get off on a whole gross thing here, but look back to when we were kids. Not that we did this.
I don't even know where this is going.
I'm not getting, but I remember I grew up out in the country, and a buddy of mine and I were out hiking in the woods one day. We were playing war or whatever, I don't know. And we came across this box hidden under some leaves. Mm-hmm. We pull the leaves away. Someone has gone out in these woods and stashed a box of dirty magazines.
Yeah.
And we thought we had found a treasure. It was like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Indiana Jones, yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's like, oh my gosh, we got a bag of sand. We got a chain.
The Holy Tale.
So back in those days, you had to hide your porn out in the woods. You got to walk out there, hike out to your box of porn so you can look at that stuff. Now, it's right there. You just open up.
It's terrifying.
It's a world of
protecting kids.
All right. Let's see what else. Oh, the Generation X, the best generation. Right, exactly, right? Oh, Netscape. I remember Netscape.
Why does that sound familiar?
That's familiar.
It was basically, I believe, and you please correct me if I'm wrong. Who said that? Jimmy. Wasn't it like at the beginning for you to get internet, you either used email, used AOL or Netscape, and I feel like there was one other one. Maybe I can't remember. There were like 2 or 3 choices, and they were all pretty terrible. But anyway, Steve Reynolds is here.
Steve Reynolds. He knew Cody was here.
Oh gosh,
Steve,
here we go.
Here we go. It is so
Your
good
boy's here.
It's so good that you're here because Katie was saying just today. She goes, Steve doesn't show up on your lives anymore, and he's like walking away from you guys. She thinks you're done with us. You ditched us.
And I can tell you, for all the radio people tuning in this week, since we got 2.5 million views on TikTok, and a lot of them were radio.
Yeah.
Steve Reynolds, hire that man.
Oh my God.
Genius. And his new blog on his website is brilliant, and it can be applied to any business.
Yeah. Love you, Steve. Glad you're here. To see Tammy, what do we got here? Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. I'm not sure what the story is, but I'm going to put it up anyway. Let's see what we got here. Tammy, a few months ago, my fat old pet goat was laying out sunning, and we were on the porch. I hollered up to her that if she kept laying like that, the buzzards would think she was dead and eat her. My Siri on my iPad on the desk in the house said, "That's not very nice." Freaked me out.
Whoa. That's a great opening line for a novel.
Harry Potter or
You
something.
imagine you open up the first page. My fat old goat was looking up.
It's funny because I remember that was like my nickname my mom gave my dad. You old goat. That takes me back. Let's see. Tracy still has your AOL account? Uh-huh.
Is that email or?
Yes.
Oh,
I think,
okay.
is it the show that's going up Sunday that we talked about that? Email and phones? We haven't done
Yes.
that. Oh, yeah. Okay. Or is it the one that went up?
I don't know.
I can't keep track. We
I'm
do,
gonna
said
watch
yeah.
it. I'm gonna comment so hard. Oh my gosh.
I
bet
can't
you
wait
are.
for you to comment so
you
hard
do that. You comment so hard.
with your little flashlight.
Use your Christmas toy to do that. Noel, Netscape Navigator, first web browser. Okay, there you go. Yeah, Jimmy, yes, and they all took forever, right? It was crazy. Crazy. Blast from the past. You must be just, like, how old were you when, you were born in 94.
94.
So when did you, so you were, when you were old enough, you already had internet and email and all that stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What was your first email account? Was it a Yahoo, a Hotmail? Gmail?
Yeah.
Your first was Gmail, really?
Gmail. And then maybe, yeah, Gmail.
Okay. I think Jeffrey, who's your age, my
Was it
son.
Big Nut 68
I mean-
Gmail?
Do you remember it?
What was it?
I still have it, so I'm not going to
Everybody
share
that
it.
got their first email, they would always give these weird, funny names, and now you're looking back like, I
Well,
can't really.
Jeffrey said I think his first one was either a Hotmail or a Yahoo, and he told me the other day what it was, and it was so bad because it's, and you're a kid, you don't know any better. You're creating something you think is cool. AOL chat rooms, you remember that?
Yeah.
Did you ever get an AOL chat room?
No. What is that, like Facebook Messenger before Facebook Messenger?
Kind of like that.
Maybe
Yeah.
in the day they had, what was the? I was trying to think of another one, but also they had phone lines too back then, the chat lines.
Oh
and
yeah,
then
you
they
just
had the-
you just called it. You would call them just go. I remember guys who were like, hey girl, like calling out for a girl to answer, and then some girl would say, hey boy, and then you'd start talking.
Are you serious?
It was
me.
bizarre.
What?
I even then knew I'm not calling that.
Steve has a nice compliment.
What do you say?
Please ask for Cody's phone and check his browser history. And then he says, Cody's gotten better looking since the last time I saw him.
Oh, you little devil!
thank-
you.
Okay.
Less stress. Less stress.
Yeah,
Maybe, yeah.
You got a better
yeah.
gig. You're
Yeah.
happier. You're
Yeah.
not being bullied.
Yeah.
Nobody's
Yep.
bullying and harassing
Well,
you.
besides us,
Yeah.
Oh, that's different. How
It
about
is.
those
It
pants?
is. What?
we tried to get his pants off earlier to show everybody because he got
They're
new
new.
pants.
They're new.
but he
I'll
won't
give
do
them
it.
that. It is. There are new pants, but
I'll give them that. They are new pants. I understand their fascination. These are new pants. They've never seen them before. Clearly, they're going to want to touch them. I get it. I just don't want it to happen on camera. That's what he's saying.
well, okay.
So when the camera's off,
Those pants are too.
zing! Party lines. Thank you, Dom. Party lines.
Yes.
That's where you got on there and did that. God, technology, man. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Jimmy, I bet Cody's never used a phone with a cord. Had a girl at work who asked how
Nana had one.
Nana. Oh,
Yeah.
did you keep it after she died?
No,
Oh, you had the chance to take everything. Did you get what you
I
wanted?
did not have the chance to take everything.
Really? Or weren't you the first one to get in the house and get everything out and clean it out?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
I
I
thought
know.
you did.
I know what I need to ask while if you see any questions.
Well, hold
that
on.
come
Let me
up.
finish this comment. I had a girl. Oh, I already lost it. 'cause we-
Careful. It might be touchscreen.
It is.
You know what that is, right?
Are you making fun of me? You making fun of me? Okay. I had a girl at work
You know
who
we
asked
didn't plug your mic in.
how to
Like-
untangle the cord on her desk phone. Made us realize she's never had a phone with a cord, only a cell phone. Wow. That's crazy. Okay, you were going to say.
I have a question. Etiquette question. Thank you notes from our wedding and reception are on our table in the kitchen. They're going to go out this week.
I just got mine last week, I think.
Oh, okay, from us?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know some of them went out already.
No, they haven't gone out, but I come over here.
Ah.
So she handed it to me.
Gotcha. So, what is that like bad form that they're going? Is it almost too late to send them, or
You should
does
still
it,
send them.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I mean, I'm no etiquette expert, but everybody likes to get a thank you card.
yeah,
So that's nice. Yeah, you should still send them.
you're not getting one, Cody,
You didn't go.
I
because
thought-
after the whole pants thing.
Are you doing just the wedding or a reception too?
reception?
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Good.
He said I got a sticker. I can get a
You
sticker.
got a sticker?
I'm gonna get a sticker from him. Yeah.
I have no idea what that means.
Oh, you're gonna get a sticker.
I,
What did
I
Emily?
like-
What'd you
You're
get?
going to stick that flashlight somewhere. Is what I'm going to do.
You're just jealous of my flashlight. It's got 400 lumens. It's a good
I
flashlight.
don't even know what that means.
See, we're moving. We're too fast here. Steve, first he questioned $10. What do we say that involved $10? I already forgot.
Getting those pants off.
Okay. 1 year on that. See, I don't know what any of this means. Steve, you gotta be.
Oh, 1 year on the cards is what he's talking about.
1 year. Oh, thank you.
So we're in good shape.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
God, you have a year? Seriously? Boy, I wish my mom was still alive because
and
she
he may have
hounded
won
the
the-
hell out of me about graduation thank you cards. You
And
gotta get those cards.
he may have won the gift game too.
Oh, what did he get you?
Oh, he like these glasses that Rachel's like immediately on the website looking at them and like, oh,
nice.
these are great. And
Excellent. Well, you know, Steve's a good guy.
Mhm.
I
let's see.
assume Jim got those.
That sounds right. Tammy, it's okay to be a little late on those. I guess people think newlyweds are busy with other things. Well, that's But I mean, it's newlyweds when you're when you're a 25-year-old newlywed.
Yeah.
But you guys are like a got it together grown up couple.
Well,
You guys are grown ups.
you lost me at got it together.
I'm trying.
We're a couple.
I'm trying to
We're
defend
an
you.
aged couple.
So that's why Katie and I went with the no nothing.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have a party, you don't have anything like that, you don't have to send thank you notes.
That's a friend of ours, Josh Easler, just got married, and nobody even saw it coming. It was like, hey, by the way, just like you called me one afternoon. It was like, hey, I did a thing.
Guess what just happened? I got married. Well, that's okay. I mean, Katie and I she's worse than me, and I didn't think I would ever meet a worse procrastinator than me, but she's bad. So we'd already gotten our marriage license once. And then we waited so long, and everything with COVID was COVID was happening, and so we got sidelined, and so you run out of time because they're only good for like 60 days from when they're issued.
Blame the fake disease.
Yeah. Yes. I'm not gonna get married because I ain't getting no vaccine.
That's the reason why I got out of getting married for 5 years. I was like, this whole rabies thing. So that's Nick.
We went back down to the courthouse strictly to get the license. I'm in a T-shirt and a pair of shorts. She's in a T-shirt and a pair of jeans. That's it. So they're setting us up and they're getting it done. And the lady goes, so do you want to do this today? Do you want to go ahead and get married today? And we looked at each other and I said, why not? I said, because you know what's going to happen. This is going to expire again in 60 days. We're going to have to come back here and do it all over again. And so on a whim, we didn't have rings with us. We didn't have anything ready. We walked back in the other room and they did a lovely little ceremony for us. And
Aw.
that was it.
Well, you know what Lily or Rach and I wanted to do, and Rach wouldn't let me do it, and I thought it was great, was because she wanted a wedding. And I said, like a couple of years ago, I said, well, let's just go secretly get married. Don't tell anybody. And then get married, have the wedding on a completely different date. And let Lily and someday our grandkids and great-grandkids and everything will be like when we're gone looking through stuff and go, hey, wait a minute. We've been celebrating their anniversary on this date, and they're married on another date. You know, I really, when I'm gone, want to sow a lot of doubt in people's mind of like, how well did we really know this guy?
Yeah, I like where your head's at.
Yeah.
And if you decide to go that way and you're allowed to do it, let me know.
Oh, I've already
I'm on board.
I'm making you the guy in charge of my socials. So if I go and we've got a pact that just once every so often you're going to post as if I'm still around.
Yeah.
That's a real thing, though. I think.
Costa Rica's beautiful this time of year.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, he fake his
They
death?
haven't figured out. They haven't figured out that I'm the guy, the culprit of the big Luke Combs magnet scandal.
gosh.
2016.
So, now, just so you know, Steve may not be right. Noel has mentioned this, and then Dom also. Thank you card should be sent out within 3 months after getting home from your honeymoon for gifts received on your wedding day. Any that were sent to you before your wedding, you only have a 2-week window to send those out.
Oh, Jesus.
You want to make sure they know you received your gift. So it sounds to me like you guys have already screwed the pooch.
Yeah, well, we'll just get it and then blame the mail. We'll say, oh, you know what, with this COVID.
Yeah. Well, that was wait a minute.
This, getting things
we were going to
delivered.
get the variant. It's the new variant.
Yes.
That's what's got us.
These post office people since the COVID.
Got us all screwy. All right. I think we've blathered on long enough. This is longer than our regular shows.
It's been fun, though.
Yeah. Great to see you all. Thank you so much for coming, Steve. Love you especially. Thank
Please
you.
remind everybody, check out all the shows on YouTube, especially that one that got 2.5 million hits on YouTube.
That was on TikTok. Yeah. I mean, follow us on TikTok. And we're posting content there too. Now I feel like we have a responsibility to continue to post good stuff.
I'm going to just continue to post bad stuff.
We'll
I'll
show you. That'll teach you. All right. Well, hey, we appreciate you very much. We love you. If you have not subscribed, please do so. I think it was Dawn who said she's technically challenged. Get somebody to help you. It's really not that difficult to create an account so you can get on YouTube. We really want you to be a part of that. We are excited about the new year and what it is bringing and the ideas we have and the things we want to do. Have a great weekend. Be safe. And Cody, any parting words?
I'm going to go play with my flashlight.
Let's get those pants off.
Okay.
All right.